A long time ago, in the quiet, dusty streets of Jerusalem, something was about to happen, something that would shake the world forever. It was nighttime, and the stars blinked above like tiny fireflies, but in the shadows, a heart was growing dark. His name was Judas Iscariot, one of Jesus' 12 disciples, and though he smiled with the others and walked with Jesus, something deep inside was not right. "Why does Jesus let that woman waste perfume?" Judas muttered once. "We could have sold it and kept the money." But Jesus, with kind eyes, replied, "She has done something beautiful for me." Judas didn't understand. His heart twisted with anger, and that's when the darkness started whispering. That whisper came from the shadows, quiet and cold like a snake's hiss. "He is not the king you want. Choose power, choose gold, choose your own way." And Judas listened. That night, he crept into the temple where priests sat with scrolls and gold, their eyes sharp and full of plans. "What will you give me if I help you catch Jesus?" Judas asked. The priest's eyes lit up like lightning. 30 silver coins, they said, dropping the cold metal into his hands. Judas closed his fingers around the silver without smiling or laughing, though something inside him did, and it was not good. The coins felt heavy, heavy like sin, like a storm about to break, and the beast of betrayal had awakened. Days passed. Jesus kept teaching and loving, until one evening at dinner he said, "One of you will betray me." The disciples gasped, "Lord, is it me?" Judas, pretending, asked calmly, "Is it me, Lord?" Jesus looked at him, not angry or shouting, just deeply sad. "You have said it," he whispered. The room grew cold as Judas stood and left. The door creaked, and the beast inside him grinned. That night, Jesus went to pray in the Garden of Gethsemane, kneeling under an olive tree, his heart heavy with what was coming. "Father," he prayed, "if it is possible, take this cup from me, but not my will, your will be done." And his sweat fell like drops of blood. Angels watched in silence as Judas approached with a crowd behind him, soldiers, swords, torches, and fear. "How will we know which one is Jesus?" a soldier asked, and Judas answered, "I will kiss him." The kiss of love turned into the kiss of the beast. The garden glowed with torchlight, leaves shook, owls scattered, and Jesus stood calm and tall. "Greetings, teacher," Judas said, stepping forward to kiss Jesus on the cheek, and time stopped. The other disciples gasped. Peter reached for his sword, but Jesus looked at Judas with sadness. "Friend," he said, "do what you came to do." Soldiers grabbed Jesus, chains clanked, and the disciples scattered like scared sheep. Judas stood alone, the silver coins burning in his pocket. Jesus was taken to the priests, who laughed and struck him, then dragged him to Pilate. "He says he is king," they shouted, and Pilate, confused, said, "This man seems innocent." But the crowd screamed, "Crucify him!" and the beast of betrayal roared louder. Jesus was beaten, crowned with thorns, blood dripping like red tears, as Judas watched from afar, his heart twisting. "This is not what I wanted," he cried, throwing the silver at the priests. "I have sinned. I have betrayed innocent blood," he said, but they laughed. "What's that to us?" The coins rolled away, shining like tears, as Judas ran through the streets and shadows, trying to escape what he had done. But the beast he unleashed had already struck. Jesus was nailed to the cross. The sky turned dark, thunder shook the earth, and with a loud cry he said, "It is finished." The temple veil tore, the ground cracked, soldiers fell to their knees. "Truly, this was the Son of God," one whispered. Far away, Judas sat alone, trembling, full of sorrow, for he had kissed the Son of God and betrayed him. The kiss of the beast brought death to the only one who could save the world, but the story doesn't end in darkness. On the third day, as the morning sun rose over the hills, Jesus rose too. The tomb was empty, the stone was rolled away, and angels shouted, "He is not here! He is risen!" The beast could not win. Death could not hold him. The kiss of the beast was strong, but God's love was stronger. Jesus died for all, even for Judas, even for you, even for me. His arms are still open, wide as the cross, calling everyone home. And now, every time you see a silver coin, remember, no sin is too big, no night too dark. Jesus is stronger than the beast.